friends, welcome back to Careful Studies. Friends, we are coming with a new topic. The topic name is 3-schema architecture and data independence. The 3-schema architecture means this is the 3-schema architecture. The main goal of 3-schema architecture is to separate the user applications from the physical database. The user applications are at the topmost of the database and the physical database is at the lower stage, and the main goal is to separate the user applications from the physical database. It contains 3 levels. The first level is internal level, the second level is conceptual level, and the third level is external level. At first level, it is internal level. Internal level means it contains internal schema. It describes the physical storage structure of database. It means it describes how the data is stored. It explains, and one of the data model is involved in internal level. It is physical data model. Physical data model means describes complete details of data storage and access paths. Data storage and access paths means how the data is stored and where the locations of the access paths of the data means where the file locations, that is the thing. The next level is the conceptual level. The next level is conceptual level. Conceptual level means conceptual level contains conceptual schema. Conceptual schema represents the structure of the database. The structure of the database, the conceptual schema hides the details of storage structure, and it only focuses on describing the entities, data types, relationships, constraints, etc. The main theme of the more focusing conceptual schema is describing entities, data types, relationships, constraints, etc. Next level is the external level. The external level means the topmost level of the database management system. It contains the top level is external level. Here, mainly the end users. End users means we are the end users. Means external level, it describes the part of database that a user is interested in and hides the rest of the database from the user. Means for a particular user, the particular user is interested in which category, the database must displays the topmost, that is the top. Then this is the external level of the database. In the 3-schema architecture, because these 3 levels are present in this, so it is called as 3-schema architecture. When a user requests to the database for the retrieval of data, then the first main thing is the request is sent to conceptual schema. Then this conceptual schema is how the conceptual schema receives the request to the DBMS. The DBMS sent the request to conceptual schema. Then this conceptual schema is furtherly sent to internal schema. The internal schema is to process the request, and then it is searching for the data in the storage in the database. After searching the data, if it is found, then it is sent to end user or for external view. So this is the type of data retrieval is going on in the 3-schema architecture. After learning about 3-schema architecture, we can furtherly know about another concept called data independence. What is meant by data independence? The ability to change at one level it doesn't affect to another level. It means when we change at conceptual schema, it doesn't have to change in external schema or external view, external level. So this is called data independence. When we use the concept of data independence, then we have to change in internal schema. We doesn't have to change in the topmost levels of two levels called external level or conceptual level. When we use the data independence, we doesn't have to change these two levels. This is called the data independence. The data independence is furtherly divided into two types. One is the logical data independence. The logical data independence means it is works in between the external schema and conceptual schema and external schema. Then, what is logical data independence? The ability to modify the conceptual schema without changing the external schema. Application programmers means for example, when we add some of the tables in conceptual schema, you need not to change in external schema because here it plays a logical data independence role. Then the next one is physical data independence. The physical data independence means it is the ability to modify the internal schema without changing the conceptual schema. When we have made changes in internal schema, we doesn't have to change in the conceptual schema. This because here it plays a role between these two is physical data independence. When changes may be needed to improve performance, because when we added the file or we change the file locations, then it is very useful to improve the retrieval of data, because when here there are so many documents and the pictures and etc. etc. In this, the innermost files are access is somewhat difficult. The desktop, for example, the desktop is for our convenience view. It is the most because it is useful for our data retrieval to improve the performance. This is the main theme of three schema architecture and data independence. Next, furtherly, we will discuss more about another concepts. Bye.